One thing you mentioned there that's been interesting to me in cryptocurrency over the last several years is you talked about how this was kind of an open secret in one sort of tribe of the community. And I've heard that in the past with other pieces of reporting that come out on Tether, or even like when the Do Kwon story about him being behind Basis Cash came out, there were some people who said that like a portion of the community already knew this. Do you have any thoughts on the dynamics in cryptocurrency that tend to make it so there's these kind of newsworthy open secrets that are siloed to certain communities and not known broadly?
I think part of it is just people assume that everyone knows, and so they either don't think it's worth talking about, or they assume that not a lot of people know, but they still don't think it's necessarily worth talking about because they're not sure what other communities are really interested in. The baseless cash thing was an interesting one because that was kind of a couple of reporters spent all night, a single night trying to verify the details and then report it out, and then it became a whole big thing where people were asking them, well, when did you notice, and how did you notice, and how long was this known? But one thing I found is, there is some distrust of reporters in general in crypto. And so sometimes when we're out there asking questions, we don't necessarily get responses that help us out. There's nothing informative that, we can use. And that's part of the problem is, for us to publish something, we have to be very confident in our sourcing and in the sources themselves. So not only in the information, but where that information is coming from. And a couple, anon folks on Discord, for example, not necessarily the most reliable of sourcing. So even if we hear something or see something, or even if people are talking about something, until there's some kind of way to, verify a detail as concrete, it's not something we can report. And so even if these conversations are happening, maybe people just don't know how much trust to give them. And especially in this industry, which in theory has this, don't trust, verify mindset, I think especially there, you see a lot of people say, all right, well, I heard so and so talk about this thing, but this is again a couple folks who are anonymously complaining about this random thing, and it doesn't affect me necessarily, so I'm not going to care.